Well, my name's Lauren Ayer. I go to Parkway Christian Center down in Southern Oregon in Grants Pass. And I actually found out about fine arts when I was in elementary school. By the time I came down to Grants Pass, we didn't have one, but it was my senior year and I was just needing to do something with my skills and use my gifting for God. So there was nothing here for fine arts, so I came and I started it. I asked my youth pastors to help me, and they said, go ahead and go start fine arts. And I said, well, I need your help. And they said, no, you don't. And so my youth pastor challenged me. He said, if you can get 10 kids to go, then I will make it an official trip and I will pay for the van and go. So I took him up on that challenge and I started talking to kids and I said, hey, are you going to go to fine arts? And they started asking me, what is fine arts? And so I started explaining that it was their ministry gift that they could use towards Christ and they could use it in their church and how they could develop that. And so they started getting really excited. We got a human video going and multiple solo events going on, and they were excited about it and they were doing very well.
I think a little more than 5 months ago, probably at the beginning of the year, she started talking about fine arts really early and how the human video practices are going to start up in a couple of months. And I really didn't have time for that, but she said that I could do other stuff like the piano solo or art pieces or short sermon, and I was like, oh, cool.
Going into the competition, I always told the students that this ministry was a ministry. It wasn't about a competition. It wasn't about if you got superior. It wasn't about if you got a good or an excellent. It was about who you were speaking to. See, many people say that they will, but will you? It's easy to say something, but it's a different thing to do something. And that is my passion for this, because it doesn't matter the score. It doesn't matter if you go on to nationals or not. It's a privilege, but it's who you're speaking to in that room. When it was my senior year, I realized that I needed to use something. I needed to use my gift, and that's why this got started, because I wanted to use what God had given to me. And so I started that, and it was a revolution in our youth group, and it started going throughout everyone. And we're going back this year. These kids are so talented, and they're working so hard to use their ministry gifts. And not only in fine arts, but they're also using it in our youth group. They're using the video gifts for our announcement team and our media team. We have kids on our worship team and people putting art pieces up on the boards. It was an awesome experience for us just to go to another state and compete and to see everyone else using their gifts and the talents God has given other people. That's a gifting in itself, just to watch what God is doing, to see the youth surrounded that you get to worship with, that you get to watch, and just see how God really is moving. It's just encouraging. So that's what fine arts is, and that's why I'm excited about it, and that's why it's such a powerful ministry in the youth